Hi, Caspar here from the Daily Drinker on the 12th of February 2016, and I'm tasting one of our recent Daily Drinker wines. Actually, 2014 Spanish white wine made from a grape called Xarel-Lo, from a smallish outfit called Candi. The name of the wine is Desig, as you can probably see. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but. Love this wine. First time my nose went anywhere near it, I just became completely enamoured with it. So we go. I mean, it's not long since we sent the wine out. So as you'd expect, pale sort of straw colour, very clean looking, but it's warmed up a bit. I'm just going to find out what sort of temperature it is. So wine comes out of the fridge at, gosh, about 8-9 degrees, and this is now been out for quite some time. So it's not far off 15 degrees. This is a meat thermometer, which is very useful for getting instant. Just over 15 degrees, so it's far from what you'd call cold, really. And yet at this temperature it's got a sort of soaring, delicious sort of smelling nose. It's all about lovely fresh orchard fruit, principally pear, bit of apple as well, and not really over the top ripe fruit. This is fruit that's still got a bite to it, still got a crunch, and yet the nose has got lovely density. It really is a concentrated set of aromas, and there might even be a hint of cooked fruit and spice about it. That's a baked apple, but as I really despise baked apples, I'd rather avoid talking about them, but despite that, it's a super nose, and there's a sort of element of sort of steel behind it. This is not a loose sort of a nose. This is a nose with some intent and focus, although it's got nice generosity to it. Let's taste this wine. I had a glass of this when it first came out of the fridge, and tasting now, I can well believe this is exactly the right temperature at which to drink this wine. Far from fridge cold, really. As with most of the white wines we send out for the Daily Drinker, it's best not served straight from the fridge. Please don't do it. Beautiful, like the nose actually, just rich, dense, good concentration, ripe but not fully ripe, still with a snap, a sweetness of ripeness, but yet a snap of freshness as well. And then suddenly you realise that within, this core is really firm and has enormous focus and powers through, and a bit of minerality coming out at the end. Cool. Tasting it, I remember why I loved it in the first place, and actually minerality is becoming more piquant, more spicy towards the death. Gosh. Stunning. Drink it on its own, fine. It's got enough presence to go with some foods. Be lovely with certain kinds of cheese. I remember exactly why I love this wine, and funny enough, this is a perfect Daily Drinker wine. A wine unfettered by oakiness or anything. Just a clear indication of how good the grape can be, and bit of minerality which may or may not come from the vineyards, depending on which, whether you listen to scientists or the romantic wine writers. But fabulous, just delicious Spanish white wine, and you know, a lovely thing. Love it. Yeah, I'm gonna have another glass.